Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name's Stephen Aitchison, and first of all I want to wish you a happy new year. Hopefully 2022 is going to be as good as 2021. I know we've had a bit of a dip in 2021 with regards to crypto market, but I believe in the first quarter of 2022 and the second quarter to a degree, maybe April, May time, we're going to go up. I think Ethereum is really going to come into the fore in quarter one of 2022, and this actually ties in nicely with what I want to show you today. So I want to wish you a happy new year for 2022 as well. Hopefully it's going to be a brilliant one for you. Okay, this video I want to show you why I think Metamask is going to do a token, an airdrop token very soon. It makes sense for them to do that, and I want to show you why it can make sense, and I want to show you how they would whittle down the numbers, because at the moment there are 21 million monthly active users of the Metamask wallet. 21 million. Now if you think about how many wallets you've got on Metamask, maybe, I don't know, the average I probably think is about 2 or 3. I've got about 30 wallets for various different reasons, but I've got 30 different wallets on Metamask just now that I use, and Metamask, if they do an airdrop and if they do a token, which I think they will, I don't think they're going to drop it to people that just have wallets and drop it into people's wallets. I don't think that's going to happen. If you think about the different networks that are on Metamask, you've obviously got Ethereum network, you've got the BSC kind of network, you've got Polygon, you've got Arbitrum, you've got ZK Sync network, you've got Avalanche network, you've got all these different networks, Optimism as well. You've got all these different networks, and if I've got 30 wallets on them and there's 10 different networks, that's 300 wallets. So I don't think they're going to airdrop it to 300 wallets. So we'll have to think logically about how they're going to airdrop it if they do it. If they do it, I'm not saying they definitely will, but I think it makes sense for them to do that. From a business point of view, it really makes sense for them to do that. They're bringing out a lot of things just now. They're changing a lot of things on Metamask. Are making changes to Metamask and to make it better for the users. So again, that kind of leads me to believe that they are going to do a token drop because they're making the product better and better and better. And Consensus, which is the owner of Metamask, they own Metamask, they've just raised another $200 million. Metamask surpasses 21 million monthly active users as Consensus raises $200 million to make Web3 universally easy to use, access and build on. So Consensus is a big company, and it's worth at the moment 3.2 billion, and they own one of the products is Metamask. You can see crypto wallet and gateway to blockchain dApps. So it makes sense for them from a business point of view to do a token airdrop, not an airdrop but a token release for Metamask, because instantly Metamask would be worth around $1 billion, I would reckon. At least worth around $1 billion, and go straight into the top 50. I think that would be a huge thing for Consensus to do. And it would put 33% on their top line as well. So from a business point of view, it makes sense. Also, if you've seen Metamask and explored Metamask, the website, they've got something called Metamask Institutional, which is going to be big for institutions to onboard new clients using Metamask as well. A lot of people don't know about this. They've not really read about it, but they've got an early adopter program. So they're collaborating with a handful of partners and custodians and organizations for the Metamask Institutional Early Adopter program. And that means it's almost going to be like cold storage, like putting your tokens into the likes of Coinbase into a cold storage kind of wallet. They've got custodial or custodian services as well, which means it comes off from a hot wallet like Metamask and going into cold storage, which means it would take some time to access it, which is much better for institutional clients because they can then onboard their clients into crypto and put it into cold storage almost as well. So Metamask Institutional is another big thing that they're going to be working on, or they're working on just now. And I think once they've kind of sorted that out and there's going to be more institutional clients come on board with Metamask, then I think they're going to drop a token. It just makes sense for them to do that, especially with institutions coming on board. But the changes that they're making, but if we jump onto Twitter and look at some of the changes that Metamask are doing. So we've been working on the next iteration of EIP 1559 to offer you improved gas estimations, great new user interface and simplified advanced settings as well. Coming soon, it says there as well, and some of the other things. They've got view your portfolio value and assets across all your accounts. Enjoy a more intuitive and easier to use experience, access and improve multi-network experience. So they're doing a lot of work, but the key thing here is, if we go back to the other one, it says we've been working on the next iteration of EIP 1559 to offer you improved gas estimations. So that means they're working closely with the EIP 1559 as well. And obviously they're working on the BSC networks and other kind of networks, all the Polygon networks, but it leads me to believe that they're going to be doing an airdrop on the Ethereum network. So we don't know for sure if they're going to do an airdrop of the token, if they're going to release a token, and what's going to be the criteria for dropping that. Now, if you think about the number of monthly active users, and they're not going to do that to every single user that has a wallet, just drop it into the wallets. I don't think they're going to do that because it would just be too many tokens they would be releasing into that. Even if they had 1 billion tokens and they dropped, say 100 tokens to each user and it was worth kind of $1 or something like that, I don't think they would do that for everybody that's got a wallet. I think they'll whittle it down and say, okay, if you've been using certain parts of Metamask, then you're going to get airdrop some tokens and it's going to be worth more than people that have just opened up a wallet, say for example. One of the criteria for me, I think, is they're going to be doing it for the swap function. This is what a lot of people are talking about. So they've got a swap function here that a lot of people don't know about. What we want to do to further whittle it down, I'm trying to think like the CEO of Metamask, for example, to further whittle down the number of users that are going to be airdrop tokens, is to say, okay, a lot of people are going to have used the swap function, not that many. That's going to put it down from 21 million to, say, I don't know, 3 million or something that have used the swap function. If we whittle it down further and say, okay, for the number of people that have used the swap function, but you've swapped over $1,000 worth. So I'm going to say $1,000 worth to swap on your Ethereum network, and I'll do it on the BSC and I'll do it on Polygon as well. So if we change from, we'll put in USDC. I've got USDC here and I'll just import. So what I'm going to do now is swap from USDC to Ethereum. Now I've just transferred in some ETH so to cover the fees. So I'm going to click on swap and I'm going to go USDC. I'm going to go to max and then I'm going to change it to Ethereum. Click on 2% slippage tolerance and we'll review the swap. It'll probably cost about $50 to do this, but it's going to look for the best of 8 quotes. So the best 5 quotes out of the 8. $51 there so far is the best one. And it might go up and down depending. $39, we'll swap that $39. Viewing activity, so that's swapping just now. You can see it's pending. So just see how much that actually cost. $37 that cost to do that. So you can see we've now got 0.69 Ethereum in there just now. So now that I've done that, I've swapped USDC to Ethereum. So that's $2,500 transaction. Now I want to send Ethereum to another wallet and then swap it from Ethereum to USDC. So that's another $2,500 transaction. So we'll do that just now. We'll send that, transfer it to wallets. We'll do the first wallet on the list. Maximum Ethereum. In fact, we'll say 0.67, so there's still some Ethereum in there. Next that, confirm that. Once this comes up, so send, we've got a speed up and we've got a cancel, so we know that's been sent, so we can now change it to the next wallet. So we should get a confirmation here to say the Ethereum's been sent. We've got $8.59 Ethereum worth just now. Confirmed 2,488. Now what I want to do is swap that Ethereum. We'll do 0.65 Ethereum and we're going to swap that into USDC. And we'll review swap. Again, we're going to get the best of 8 quotes. So $52. I'll wait just now just to see if there's going to be a cheaper one. You can see the timer up here, 27 seconds, and it'll start the process all over again after 20 seconds. But $52 looks to be the cheapest just now with a max fee of 69. $49, I'll take that. And viewing activity, and that will swap that as well. and then it should come up a confirmed transaction after that. Confirmed 2387, close that. We've now got USDC in there, and then I would send USDC to another wallet to change into ETH. I'll change that ETH or send the ETH over to another wallet, and so on and so forth until I've done all 30 wallets. Well, it's not 30 wallets, I'll do 20 wallets. So you might be saying 20 wallets, that's going to cost you $1,000 just to swap it. $1,000 plus actually. So it's probably going to cost $1,100 to swap Ethereum into USD and send them over to all the different wallets just to show transactions of $2,500 worth in each wallet. So that way it kind of covers me if the criteria is going to be a swap of over $1,000 in each wallet. So it's going to cover me that way. So $1,000 is going to cost me for something that might never happen. I think it's worth it. So if you think about the amount of kind of shit coins we buy, or these kind of coins that might not go anywhere, we kind of speculate on them and we say, okay, I'll put $1,000 into it just in case something happens with it. And what you do in your mind, you've lost it. You say to yourself, I've lost that $1,000. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it if I lose that $1,000. And that's what we do with kind of some of the shit coins or these meme coins that we get into as well. At least that's how I do it. So if I'm going to put into a meme coin, just say, okay, I've lost that, and I'll keep it and just see what happens with it. If I lose it all, if they do a rug pull, there's no great loss. At least I've tried it, and I'm not going to forever regret it. And that's what I think I'm doing with Metamask as well. $1,000 worth just to speculate on possibly getting thousands and thousands of dollars worth of tokens. So if I've done 2,500 transactions in each wallet of 20 or 30 wallets, however much I'm going to do, then I think possibly at least get, I would imagine, about $20,000 back for that $1,000. And I think a 20x is well worth it, and speculating on that as well. Now, you can do it on the BSC network as well, which I've already done. You can do it on the Polygon network, which is going to be even cheaper for you, just swapping from Matic to USDC and doing that with all your wallets as well that you've got. And you can do it on the Arbitrum network. You can do it on ZK Sync. I've showed you that before as well. I think I've showed you in the group. I don't think I've showed on YouTube. ZK Sync, I think, are going to do an airdrop as well of their tokens and do exactly the same with that. It's going to cost you about $50 each time, but I think, again, well worth it on speculating on that. So that's it for Metamask. I do really believe it would make sense for them to come out with a token this year, and I think it'll be at least, it'll put $1 billion on to the top line for consensus. So from a business point of view and the shareholders' point of view, it absolutely makes sense. And if you think about, they've got about 440,000 Twitter followers on Twitter, obviously, Metamask have, then they've got the marketing there. The marketing is going to be done for them. If they release a token, they don't need to do any marketing. They'll just kind of release a token. It's going to get written about on all the kind of press everywhere that they've released a token. It's going to be a huge event. So there's no marketing needs to be done for them. Twitter, they'll probably announce it on Twitter, and it'll just go wild. It'll just go mental. So I think it's well worth it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. How you think they'll play it if they do it. And is it worth kind of speculating on this? Is it going to be worth it? Spend $1,000 on something that might never happen? I definitely think so, but let me know what you think. Okay, once again, Happy New Year to you. And until next video, namaste. Take care. Bye now.